to be evicted from the Big Brother Naija lockdown house is Praise.
Praise has been evicted from the Big Brother Naija lockdown house. Welcome back to our channel. My name is BBNaija, and today I am going to be giving you very interesting gist from the Big Brother Naija lockdown show. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and please do turn on your post notification buttons for our latest videos from this channel. So guys, before I talk about Praise's exit from the Big Brother Naija lockdown show, so I am going to be telling you about Biggie's appearance before the eviction show. So on Sunday, when the housemates were all prepping for the eviction show, they were all having their hair cut, some were making their hair, like the girls were making their hair, some were eating and all having fun in preparation for the eviction show. Then again, Biggie's voice appeared. Like he said, "Hello housemates," and it was so fun. You guys to see the housemates all excited, like they had to run out and say, "Oh my God, is this Biggie's voice?" So it was really good to hear Biggie's voice after a very long time.
Housemates.
It seemed like a whole year, but then it was just like 4 or 5 days, I guess. And they were really excited. Biggie had to calm the situation and then tell them what he wanted to talk about. So he asked the housemates to all have their seats and prepare for what he wanted to talk about. After then, the head of house was called upon by Biggie to address the other housemates and Biggie on how his leadership for the week was. Trust Kidwaya. He said he felt everything was okay and he did his very best to make sure that all the housemates were well coordinated and everything was fine. And then Biggie reminded Kidwaya of the task he gave to him about coordinating the housemates and then cooking up a story to tell the housemates about his disappearance. Then Biggie noted that Trickety and Praise actually suspected that he went on a holiday or a vacation or something, and then he asked Kidwaya what was the cook-up story he actually told the housemates. Trust Kidwaya in his nonchalant way to actually say he didn't tell the housemates any story. I mean, there was nothing to tell the housemates and that was it. Then Biggie just told him he failed the task for the week. And remember, Biggie actually promised Kidwaya a gift if he's able to handle and coordinate and not let the housemates know that he's on holiday or vacation. So guys, that was how Kidwaya lost his task. Again, Biggie called upon Ozzo and Erica. So he played a video to them, like the whole housemate, about their infringement of the Big Brother rules and the regulations. Biggie played a video of where Erica was whispering to Kidwaya like more than 3 times or 2 times. She was caught whispering to Kidwaya. He also played a video of also whispering to another housemate, and then he gave his verdict and he told them he had warned them severally to not break the rules, but maybe they thought it was a joke or something, so he gave them strikes. So do not forget that when housemates get up to 3 strikes, they are immediately disqualified from the Big Brother Naija show. So Erica and Ozzo were given strikes as their punishment. Again, Big Brother wanted the other housemates to obey the rules and regulations of the Big Brother Naija house. He then also moved on to Kidwaya, Erica, and then Tolani Badge. So he talked about them breaking the rules of the head of house and disrespecting the head of house title. He played a video of Erica sleeping in the head of house lounge for like a whole lot of hours. I mean, she left there till around 3 a.m. And so he also talked about Tolani Badge not knowing, like, you know, breaking the rules basically about the head of house title. So he gave each of them a punishment that was like 2 weeks of no participation in the head of house game. Yes, they are not allowed to participate in the head of house game. They are not allowed to be picked by anybody for the deputy head of house game. So that makes it 2 weeks for Erica, Talani Badge, and Kidwire. So do not forget that Kidwire just finished his head of house, so he is not allowed to participate in the next one. So that makes it 3 weeks of not participating in the head of house challenge. I mean, it was a very serious one, and that totals up to 2 strikes for Erica, because at the end of the day, Biggie also gave them each strikes for disobeying the head of house title and disrespecting the head of house title. So Erica has to be very careful so as not to get herself into getting another strike from Big Brother. So guys, it was it was a crazy one for the housemates. Then Big Brother went ahead to tell the other housemates that they are not saints. So the fact that they weren't actually given strike doesn't mean that they are all innocent. He said they were not coordinated this week. Well, they tried in their wager task, but then they failed their wager task for this week. And because of that, no one is going to bath with hot water. The housemate thought it was just going to end there. Then he went ahead to tell them that no boiling of hot water with kettle or any pan or any kitchen utensil at all. So it was a very crazy one for the housemates. So it was a punishment week for the housemates. So after the punishments were given out to the housemates, Big Brother went ahead to congratulate Praise for winning the Friday Arena games. But then he told Praise there will be no pampering for this week because they were not well coordinated. Like they didn't actually, you know, make the house really peaceful. Like he wasn't impressed with the outcome. So guys, let's move straight to the eviction show. So it was time for the eviction show, and Ebuka, as usual, thrilled us in his Igbo attire. And this time around, he added Nze. Nze is like a chieftaincy title in the Igbo land to his name, and it was so beautiful to see him in that attire. So guys, Ebuka always has a way of stirring up controversies and troubles in the house, and I like it. It makes it really interesting, and I feel like it gives the housemates a sense of what to do next, because I feel like they're all relaxed, so they need to get something to actually, you know, trigger them. So he asked Bright in front of other housemates to tell him what he was actually talking about when he told Kidwire in a conversation that Neil is a fake person, like Neil is not being real. Guys, Bright immediately denied it and said, nah, he never said anything. And Ebuka was like, are you trying to call me a liar? Are you trying to say I'm a liar? Bright denied the shit, guys. Like, it was really interesting. And Neil was actually very shocked. I like that Ebuka is actually asking these questions, because I feel like it's going to make the housemates sit up and know that they are there for a game and there's no time for fine, you're going to have to make friendship, but do not forget why you're in the house. So Ebuka also went ahead to ask V about her discussion with Leiko. Remember when V was talking to Leiko and advising Leiko? Of course, Leiko usually bring Erica's gist to V. So V found it really sensible to actually advise him to stay away from Erica and concentrate on his game. So Erica went out to ask V why she was telling Leiko to stay away from Erica, and not only that, why she was beginning to, you know, give some prayer points to Leiko and saying if there's anything that is confusing him, or if Erica has done anything to actually frustrate his game here, that she'll actually scatter it and all of that. So while Ebuka was asking those controversial questions, housemates like Praise, Wathoni, V, and Trikiti were all up for eviction because they made it at the bottom 4 on the voting list for this week. So guys, V was actually safe. Then it was left with Praise, Trikiti, and Wathoni. Trust me, people actually thought Wathoni was leaving this week, but then to see that it was Praise that left. Praise leaving the house had a whole lot of reactions from social media users and fans of Big BBNaija house. But then from the list, it could be seen that Praise was the one that was actually with the lowest votes on that list. Since he was the least on the voting list, and housemates didn't actually save him, so he had to leave. So I guess his fans didn't actually vote for him, but people wanted to see more of Praise in the house. But then the housemates actually left the eviction show and had different opinions on why Praise left the house. I mean, we could hear Kid Wire saying that Praise left because he was too extra this week, and then also reply telling him that Praise is just himself. He's a very loud person, so he has always just been himself. Tolani Baj felt Praise's fan didn't actually vote this week. It could actually be as a result of numbers, so maybe his fans just relaxed and then things just actually changed. But trust me, it wasn't a very good one to see Praise leave this week. But then that's what the game is all about. So guys, that's all I'm going to be bringing to you today. I hope you had fun watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel for our latest updates on the Big Brother Naija Lockdown show. Thank you for watching. My name is Chrissy Uneze.